One sentence has ended countless arguments. I'm sorry. And that same sentence has failed to heal just as many relationships. I'm sorry. Because an apology can acknowledge pain without ever changing the pattern that created it. Relationship researcher Dr. John Gottman spent decades observing couples in his love lab and discovered something that changed how we understand conflict. Healthy relationships aren't built because people avoid hurting each other. They're built because they become skilled at repair. Repair is different from apology. Apology looks backward. Repair looks forward. Apology says, I regret what happened. Repair asks, what has to become different so this doesn't become our normal? That's why two identical apologies can create two completely different outcomes. One becomes the beginning of healing. The other becomes another chapter in a familiar, exhausting cycle. Because people don't lose trust after one mistake. They lose trust when yesterday's apology quietly becomes tomorrow's behavior. The nervous system doesn't measure sincerity by emotion. It measures sincerity by repetition. Someone can cry while apologizing, mean every single word in that moment, and still repeat the exact same wound next month. Not because they were lying, because remorse and transformation are entirely different skills. Imagine dropping a glass. Saying sorry doesn't put the pieces back together. It simply acknowledges that they broke in the first place. The rebuilding starts afterward, with patience, with accountability, with accepting that the person you hurt now experiences the world differently because of what happened to them. Real repair is often quiet. It's remembering the conversation you once forgot, changing the habit that kept causing the same pain, choosing the harder response instead of the familiar one. Again and again, until your behavior begins telling a different story than your apology ever could on its own. Because words can restart hope. Only patterns can restore safety. Healing has never been built on perfect apologies. It has always been built on believable, repeated change, proven slowly over time. That's the part no one wants to hear and the part that actually works. Subscribe and turn on notifications for daily love psychology, because next we're talking about why emotional maturity sometimes sounds less romantic than emotional intensity, but lasts much longer.